All right, shalom, shalom. All right. All right. All right, shalom. All right, before I get started, I want to give all the glory and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors unto my apostles and elders, a great millstone. Peace and safety to all the sincere Akim that's out here pushing his word in truth and in all sincerity. Shalom. Shalom to you sincere sisters that's out there as well. Back at it again. Be a quick one. But I didn't have a chance. I'm driving, so I didn't put a title. I'll title this after this. But going in the spirit of, amen. The world is waking up to you little hats, man. All right? And if you don't know what I mean by little hats, then I'm gonna need you to read a little deeper into the lines. All right? Them JOOs, them big noses, them little hats, those imposters. People are waking up to who they are. You know? And they're getting exposed for being frauds. All right? The world hates them. See, the scriptures say that the lie that they've been using against you people that aren't studied, that aren't knowledgeable when it comes to the Bible, biblical prophecy, taking, precept upon precept, every bit, because contrary to popular belief, the Bible is a very spiritual book. That's why it says in Revelation, the 5th chapter, I'm driving, of course, so I'm quoting these. So Revelation, the 5th chapter, you look it up, it speaks about only the Lord was the only one worthy to basically open the seals around the Bible, which was the understanding. All right. So this is a very spiritual book. But the lie that these little hats have been keeping you people under a spell with is using Isaiah, the 2nd chapter, that because they're in the land of Israel, that this is them returning to the promised land, and this is the time of peace. Well, Isaiah, the 2nd chapter, when you read it, it speaks about the fact that everybody would beat their Isaiah, the 2nd chapter? No, Isaiah, the 5th chapter, I believe. It's either one of them. I get them confused. But nevertheless, it speaks about that when the children of Israel will go back to the land, that there would be no more wars, that the nations would beat their war weapons into farm weapons, and the nations would then draw onto the children of Israel and say, teach us your ways. None of that is happening. None of that is happening. Absolutely none of it. Okay? There is no peace on the earth. There's no peace in the land of Israel. There's no peace in the land of the Middle East. They're literally the complete opposite of what they say makes them the people is about to happen to them. This is their point. When you go into the history of 1948 and the Belfort, I'm bad with words, some words, excuse me, I'm driving. Declaring them that land, and the Rothschilds purchasing that land and creating what we have today as the state of Israel, Israelis, not Israelites. They're being exposed. Isaiah, the 60th chapter. All right, the gross darkness of the people. Who do you think's responsible for putting this darkness over the people, for knowing and understanding who they are? It's them. Their lies are falling upon them. It doesn't work anymore. That's the point of this. They told that's been their main point. that they're the people. So if they're the people in their land, there's not supposed to be war over there. And they're getting smacked with ICBM missiles. Where is that at in the scriptures? And then you had Tucker Carlson. Tucker Carlson was dealing with Ted Cruz, and they were talking about Israel. And man, get him a garment, man. Hey, the spirit, because you know Tucker Carlson came out and dealt with the apostles and elders years ago at the 34th and 7th in Manhattan. And it was a peaceable exchange. And he had him looking crazy up there. So you believe that those people, because it says, and he was like, well, you know, it says that those that bless Israel shall be blessed, and those that curse Israel. And he was like, well, where does it say that at? You know, it says it is somewhere in Genesis. And then Tucker Carlson, well, it's Isaiah the 19th, Genesis 19. That whole lie of them being the people is not completely done being exposed, but it's being exposed. The world is waking up. Nobody feels, only people that feel sorry for them gutter rats is other gutter rats. What the fuck is that? That's it. The only people, Shalom, the only people that feel sorry for them gutter rats is other gutter rats and people that have been bought and paid for by them gutter rats. Our politicians. Shouldn't that tell you something? This is another thing, exposing America as well. These people are tripping out here, man. These gutter rats are being exposed, as well as the American society is being, the government specifically is being exposed as well. The American people don't give a shit about them people over there. But all of American politicians do. But I thought this was a democracy. I thought that America was about recognizing being the government of the people. Isn't that what a democracy is? But the people don't want nothing to do with this. That's why they're already calling you Trump. That's why they're already calling Trump. Yeah, these motherfuckers be talking too much, man. All right, what we're talking about is these rats and them being exposed. And if you can't understand that, then this message isn't for you. All right? You had a video of them rats getting off the plane in Paris, and as soon as they got off the plane, people was booing them. People were booing them. Do you understand? That's the point. These people went from being the most protected, loved, felt sorry for people, right? Nobody ever questioned them. Nobody ever questioned these rats. Nobody ever questioned it. Yeah, those are God's chosen people. Those are Jews. There's the JOOs. You know, we gotta. That was just the propaganda. That was the energy of which they were keeping us under that spell. But the people around the world are waking up that this is that devil. He's exposed. You Amalekites are exposed, because that's what you are. You're not God's chosen people. You're God's chosen people in a different sense. You're God. And you know what? You are God's chosen. Just in an evil sense. See, God, like everybody loves to say, like these Christians. And that's another thing too. I was meditating on this earlier as well. You simple ass Israelites, you simple ass Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that are still in this Christianity bullshit. Christianity doesn't tell you this little secret, but the Gentiles in their mind has nothing to do with you. They look at you as animals. Do you not understand Christianity was used as a reason to destroy you? The white man's idea of salvation is those people over there in the land are the chosen. Those are the chosen people. And the American white people are the Gentiles. You think the Gentiles has something to do with your black asses? No, they look at you like animals. That's why when those so-called rats got had their little summit over there about a year or so ago, what did they say their biggest problem was? What was the biggest problem that they had? They said that they had to deal with. It was about black people in America. How the fuck is we your biggest problem? Black people in America is them Israelis' biggest concern and problem. You see? It's all being exposed. That light is, the scriptures say, the Lord said before his great coming, the brightness of his coming, right? Before that day of his coming, the brightness, right? What is that brightness going into? Now, of course, on a grand scale, that brightness is that thermonuclear destruction that's going to destroy this place. But before we get to the thermonuclear destruction, that brightness is the truth. All right? All right? Scriptures speak about about that sword. That part of that sword is this truth. The truth of who they are, the truth of who we are. When we expose to the world, no, we are those people. We fit the description. We fit the curses. We fit the prophecies. What do you think that's doing to them? That's been sitting in the dark, sitting in the shade, just able to sit back and politely be God's chosen people without anybody challenging it. We're exposing them. They are exposing themselves. Again, another point, the scriptures say that they would be in their land and people would flow unto them seeking their wisdom. What wisdom do these so-called, these JOOs have that they're offering to the world? Their wisdom is earthly and sensual and devilish. Go look into their history. Go look into who created transgenderism. Who was the first one? Who was the first doctor to do an intersex change surgery? Who's the face behind the pornography industry? Who's behind that? Who's behind all of these different wicked industries? Go look it up yourself. These are not hard things to find today. This is easy work. These so-called white people are destroying these rats. Everybody hates them. Oh, I say they got off a plane in Paris. Go look it up if you haven't seen it. These runaway rats fleeing their country. Where's Yehuda? You stupids, where's Yehuda? Where's Hashem? Yo, you people are through. I'm talking about all this other shit and I'm thinking to myself, hey, where's your God? Where's God? Where's Yahweh? Where's the God? If you're God, if you're the people of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, we should be expecting an outrageous, divine, with not no fucking military intervention. Where's your divine intervention at? Where's Yehuda? Where's Hashem? Where's he at? You people are through. And you're not even, the Lord's not done exposing you and whooping fucking ass, man. It's prophesied, the Lord said, you unwalled villages, you untouched areas, the Lord gonna smack you around, man. That's what we're witnessing. And then what you gonna do? What card are you gonna have when there is no more Israel? That's what the Lord is about to bring. The Lord is about to smack that area and show the world that you aren't the people. You gotta look at these people. Show me a beautiful Israeli woman. I've never in my life seen a beautiful Jew woman. Show me it. Just on a simple low level. Show me a beautiful gutter rat. Where are all these rats in the lead? Show me who's the greatest rat athlete ever. Where are their singers? Where anything? Show me any level, small or great, of greatness. And I'm going to show you anything, the only greatness that you can pull from them is wickedness. Is wickedness. That's the only thing they were created to do. And they do an amazing job of being the wicked. The chief house of the wicked. They do an amazing job. Sensational. Chef's kiss. But please, show me. That's the only thing they're good at, is being the wicked. That's it. I ain't never seen a beautiful gutter rat woman. They all are through. They're all talent. Show me in the music. Their talent is taking advantage of your talent. That's their talent in the music industry. Please show me their musicians. You took our food, our diet, and polluted it, made it worse. Please, I'm really, hey, shalom to everybody. That's the thing about it. You're being exposed. You can't hide anymore. You go on Twitter. There are plenty of videos of so-called white people, mainly, cursing you people to fuck out. Just cursing you out. Just calling you everything but a child of God. Literally. Don't nobody view you as a child of God. You are literally being viewed as the murderer and all the criminal of the earth. And people are waking up to that shit. Now you're going to play the victim. And that's another thing about you so-called Edomites, man. I mean, not you so-called Edomites, you Edomites. You love to play, when you black people, you're just always the victim. Nobody's the bigger victim than you so-called rats. Nobody plays the victim card like them. They are the greatest. That's how you know that they're Satan. They're the villain and the victim at the same goddamn time. That's a talent. You're the victim and the bully at the same time. And people see that shit. So what's going to happen I'm about to close up here in a few minutes. What's going to happen over the next several months to time before we get out of here? These rats are going to have to play on the victim card. I saw another video. I seen it. If you probably see it yourself soon. It sounds like a Spanish lady from New York. And she's pissed off because on YouTube, which we'll probably see ourselves, is they got rat. You got Yahoo, that demon, doing YouTube commercials talking about. She's like, yo, this is propaganda. Like, what the fuck? Why are you talking to me? Right, exactly. People are waking up to the fact that this is all propaganda. In America, and Israel, them rats, I'm trying to keep, the names down, but them rats and big pro America is going out sad too. America is being exposed. See, the relationship between Israel and America is being exposed nasty. America is just a big cuck to Israel. That's all America is. These Israelis, they step out and do something out of pocket, and who's there to fight the battle? The good old-fashioned America. All right? And this is where we are. This is where we are. The play is exposed. This is the problem. This is why they have to drag their feet. This is why they have to answer. The answer is violence. That's the only answer to all these issues and situations. They have to. That's the only thing that plays on the emotions of the people. That's why, what do? Watch the plays. You had Netanyahu say what? Today it's Tel Aviv, tomorrow it's New York. Who you think's going to attack New York? You think it's going to be who do you think attacked New York in 9/11? When you go down that rabbit hole, it was them little hats. You think, man, this place about to get nasty. because they're exposed. An exposed person will go to no length to keep their leverage, keep their power, keep their positioning. That's what's coming, the attack. A false rag, all right? A false rag has to occur because they are exposed. They are pushed in a corner. We don't feel, and when I say we, I'm speaking about the people. The people are not feeling sorry for them. Do you understand? That's been their biggest play. People don't give, listen, beyond not feeling sorry for them, people don't give a flying, excuse my French, fuck about them people. Go look up videos. There are plethoras and there is outrageous amounts of memes and pictures and jokes and calling out that's happening on the internet as I'm doing this against them. People hate them. All right. So again, like I said, I'm about to wrap up here in a second. I just got to the plantation. But in the spirit of it, that's just what this lesson is all about. It's just the fact that they are being exposed, man. Their little rat colonies are being exposed. They're being pushed around. They're being shown to be the bully. They're being shown to be the actual villain. When have you ever watched any comic book villain be exposed and go into hiding and act like he tucks his tail? No, they go harder. They're going to go harder. They are the weakest link. And and I've said this before, me personally, I'm not afraid of strong men. Only strong men understand this, or wise. I'm not afraid of strong men. I'm afraid of weak men. Because I understand with strong men, there's integrity. There's rules of engagement. There's things that won't happen, that can't happen. With scary men, niggas afraid. He might just do whatever the fuck he got to do because he's afraid. So that's Israel is being shown, and I'm talking about them fake Israel. And if you haven't watched it, you should go see how Tucker Carlson. I'm like, yeah, man, that's that GMS interaction on him. He was cutting him up. He was like, so you believe that those are the biblical Israelites of the day? Those people in that land? Oh, I don't want to talk about this. Yeah, that shit. These people have been given a script that nobody has ever challenged, except until the Israelites came on the scene. The Israelites were the first ones to challenge them directly. Muslims, it was about Christianity and different thoughts processes and all this other things, and dietary. No, the Israelites challenged that and everything, and then hit them where it hurt, hit them hit them little hats right where it counts. Challenge your existence, challenge where your history, challenge where you came from, where you going. And then we took the book back. And then we used all of it, the Torah, the Tanakh. We used every bit of the Bible to expose you and to show that you're not it. You don't fit any other bill. You don't. And I'm going to say this in closing. And if God is with you, then that's a nasty God. God is with a group of people that are so vile and sick and twisted and disgusting, and will do whatever they can, will kill innocent children in the name of just because, spit on people. We've never done any of these things but we have plenty of footage of that. We just teach the Bible. We just teach the Bible. And people, have we gotten into conflicts? Yes, because people getting their feelings, but we're not forcing this on people. We're not spitting on people. Take your Christian ass over there to Israel and see how they treat you. Take your black ass over there and see how they treat you. You got this one comedian guy, money bag mafia or something. He claims to be an Israelite. That's between him and the Lord. But he took his black ass over there to Israel and had a horrible time. You thought you was gonna go over there into the land and have a Mecca moment, not knowing that there's nothing but imposters and rats and the most vile, disgusting people in the land. And they will treat you like shit. They treat everybody around the world like shit. And now it's you reaping what you fucking sowed, you devils. Thought you was the friendly neighborhood people, man. Everybody want to, that mark of Cain is coming off of y'all, man. Everybody want to put foot up ass on you for different reasons. Go watch that video in Paris. They was booing their ass coming off that plane. Imagine you fleeing. Imagine you fleeing war. And you thinking that people gonna be like coming to give you blankets and fucking hot cocoa and shit. And they over there fucking booing your ass. So let me go, man. So with that, I'm gonna close this up. I will give all the glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash, Shalom.